last week to get that many balls, and I'm sure you're ready for that every week. But was it nice to get a game like that in where you catch that many balls and your body takes some hits and you just move on?
Yeah, it was good. Just being back in the offense and just being back playing football is a lot of fun. So whatever I can do to help, they were playing some different coverages than they've showed on tape, and so to be out there and kind of make some things shake with that, and just finding voids in the zone, and then being able to win my matchups against man was huge. So just continuing to stack those performances and those kind of games, with Sam and with this offense is going to be good moving forward. So.
TJ obviously red zone issues last week in terms of getting in there. I think KO said it's not so much that we stalled, we gave it away. Do you find that was interceptions were the biggest thing, or what did you guys learn this week?
I can't just blame it all on that. I think it comes down to us too. We got to be able to run our routes a little crisper. We got to be able to save some things for Sam. So, it boils down to all 11 on the field, and there's so many things that you can do as a player to try to prevent stuff like that. In certain coverages, and like I said, they played some different things and they've showed, and we got to be able to adjust to those things as receivers. Being able to cut some guys off and being able to kind of try to find those zones for Sam and make some things shake that way. But you can't just blame it all on that. Turnovers and losing the ball is really hard, especially when you've drove it down the whole field. That's just tough, and a way to end the drive like that is not fun. But you got to give credit to a lot of the guys in that locker room continuing to battle, continue to put the ball downfield, and just going, play at a time and not really stressing about it and just going to the next play. And I think that was huge, and to be able to pull off a win like that is a weird game, and you can pull off any game. So,
TJ, how often at this point do you see teams that play you guys the way that they've looked on film as opposed to changing it because of Justin?
Yeah, it's not very often that they play exactly what they've played. With JJ, and we got a lot of weapons on this offense. You got JA who can pull the top off. You got Justin who can do everything, and then they don't really want to put a backer on me either. So. And then you got Aaron in the backfield. So there's just so many guys on this offense that, they kind of have to account for. And so, we've been seeing a lot of zone, a lot of, we were planning on seeing a lot of man last week, and that didn't really happen. There was a lot of zone. They played some match underneath zone safeties, but just eyes in the backfield and trying to keep us in front of them. So there's ways to exploit that, and we'll continue to do that. But, we have to be prepared for everything going into Sunday. We can't just look at a scout sheet and be like, this is their top coverages, because that's exactly what they're going to give us.
TJ, obviously you're a featured part of the passing game, but you're rotating in a little bit as you mix back into the game. What's it like for you to be that kind of rotational guy who's coming in for about half the snaps?
It's fine. Kind of exactly what I've, thought was going to happen at the beginning, and so just being ready when my number's called, and there's not really a rhyme or a reason for that kind of stuff. It's just kind of trying to use all of us, in the tight end room. We have a really talented room, and with me, Josh, and Johnny, Johnny's a really good player, and so we don't want to limit his snaps either. And then Josh is playing phenomenal right now. He can move anybody on the defensive line, and you saw his one-hand catch last week. So the guy can ball. So we just don't want to limit snaps in that way, and make sure all of us are fresh. So I think I had like 40 snaps last week. We had 80 snaps, something like that. So that's a lot of snaps. 80 snaps is a lot for an offense, and just rotations and stuff like that is how you get through a full season.
TJ, how impressive is it as a teammate when there's a guy like Justin Jefferson, and he only had 48 yards, 5 receptions last game, but he's like, it's about winning, where sometimes a superstar wouldn't kind of handle that way.
Yeah, you can't say enough good things about Jets. He's a one-of-a-kind person, one-of-a-kind guy in the locker room, and he really promotes everybody. He's not a guy that, he's going to have his own. You can't stop him from being him, and to be able to play with a guy like that that's, you know, hyped after everybody is eating, you know, not just him, is a lot of fun. And like I said, you know, you're not going to limit Jets, and they're going to do the defense is going to do everything they can to in order to limit him, but he's going to get his own, and he knows that. And so you know, just continuing to win games, I think, is his number one priority. And I think everybody in this locker room's number one priority is to, you know, win games and bring a championship here. I think there's no mistakes. We obviously are taking it one game at a time and continuing to have that 1-0 mentality. But, you know, everybody knows what we want here, and we just want to win games. So.
You mentioned Josh last week, best blocking tight end in the league. Just do you think he surprises people with his ability to run up the seam, catch the ball too?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, he, you know, we've done you know, he's done a really good job of watching tape and seeing different things and understanding, you know, I mean, the seam balls can go his way just because, you know, too high safety, you know, we're putting 2-on-1 on the safety, and so a big body in the middle of the field, you know, we're going to throw it up to him every time. And so he had a lot of reps like that in camp that were really fun to watch, you know, him going down the field, catching balls, you know, kind of doing some skate routes and stuff like that where, you know, he's getting loose. And so it's fun to watch that come to reality on Sunday and seeing him grow as a player. You know, I mean, he's an all-around tight end, and he can kind of do all that he needs to do. And so it is fun to watch, and it's fun to be in the room with him. You know, I mean, we've got such a great tight end room, and, you know, I can't say enough good things about all the guys in there. You know, you got Rob, you got, you know, Josh, Johnny, Muse, all these guys that are just good people, and, you know, we just love that room, and you know, I can't say enough good things about that guy.
Late November football, mid-November football. Last year you guys got off to a tough start, then you got injured. And what's it like to play really meaningful games when you're this far into the season? What is that like as a player as opposed to when you've had some seasons where you're not?
Yeah, it's huge. You know, you want to be playing your best football in November, and you want to be winning games in November. I think this is November, December, and really now early January is where these really important games come to play. And, you know, you're playing for something, and that's all you want at the end of the year. And that's all you want as a player is to go into a game and understand there's stuff on the line, and you want to leave it all out on the line on the field. So yeah, that's huge. I mean, obviously it keeps you engaged, it keeps you active in, you know, coming in every day and making sure, you know, you're doing everything you can so you can win games on Sunday. And so I think guys in this locker room, we've done a really good job of knowing that and understanding we have to get our mind and our bodies right for the next Sunday. And so we're playing for something every Sunday, and that's a lot of fun.
TJ, Sunday sort of a home game? We have a bunch of friends there?
Yeah, I will. I'll have a lot of people there, you know. I mean, a lot of people in Nashville have helped me throughout my process, throughout my entire career. You know, I mean, you got Jay Holt down there and his family, and then, you know, Josh Colbert and all those guys. So just strength coach, speed coach, all these guys, Jorge, my PT's down there. So there's so many guys, and obviously my wife's family will all be there, my family will all be there. So it'll be fun to be in Nashville. You know, we see that stadium a lot in the off season, driving by it. So it'll be fun to play there, and you know, just be. It's kind of a little bit like home. So.
How's your knee feeling after 3 games back? Anything that surprised you in terms of being back at it and recovery?
No, I mean, it feels good. I mean, I really do feel fine. I mean, you know, we've done a really good job throughout this entire process of getting it right and getting it ready to go. And, you know, I do a lot outside of here in order to recover and replenish it, and, you know, have all that energy and juice to go back out on Sunday. So it feels good. I don't have any complaints, and you know, these guys are obviously incredible, just staying up on it and you know, staying up on your entire body. I spend a lot of time with them still, so it's fun. We have a great group. We have a great facility and just great staff in there. So not enough good things I could say about those guys, and not enough good things I can say about the process that I've had.
DJ, you go up against the best linebackers in the league all the time. What do you see with Blake Cashman that makes him kind of unique at that position?
Yeah, Blake's an incredible person too. I mean, when he's out on Sunday, he's flying around. You obviously see that. I mean, a play that sticks out to me was the Jets game where he jumps like it felt like 20 yards to tackle Aaron Rodgers and get that pressure on him. So he's always flying around. He's always making you guess. He plays his leverage really well in that defense, and and I think in our defense that's what a lot of those guys do is understand their leverage, understand where their help is, and use that against you, which is hard as an offensive player because of Our biggest hope is to be able to get these guys out of leverage and be able to attack them that way. So these guys are really good at that, and Blake's incredible at that, and he can come downhill and he can cover too. So that's really good. Cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.